It's finally arrived. It's been decades, centuries, eons in this desert. But the drop of Sonic 3 trailer goodness has come, and we can now feast upon it. So let's go over the trailer. I have muted it because I just don't want to risk copyright strikes. Sega's pretty nice, but this is also Paramount, and they're notorious. So Tom pretty much tells Sonic that, you listen to what's in here, and Sonic's, pointing at his heart, and Sonic goes, yes, my spleen, my stomach. And he's like, okay. But then we move on, and let's just stop right there. There's Prison Island, which I'm assuming this is Prison Island. Okay. Awesome sauce. That's where Shadow's being held. Go away, Norton. Also, I want to mention, I love how now, if I can get, that they are now actually wearing gun uniforms. They're not wearing generic military uniforms anymore. You see in this trailer, they actually wear pure gun uniforms, and I love it. So there's Shadow waking up. He punches through. This looks beautiful. There is them on the gun helicopter. So this time now, they're not doing the whole story where Sonic is being hunted by Gun. The mistake of they mistake him for Shadow. We're not doing that this time. They very much are going off the route that Gun knows about Shadow, and they are recruiting Sonic to take Shadow down. That is the route we are going. Of course, it makes sense that, obviously, even back in Sonic Adventure 2, we're like, they don't look anything alike. Of course, that's because the script was written when Shadow was Terios, and he had a more Sonic-like design, and they just kept it. But we're not doing that this time. We're going off the fact that, yes, they're two very different hedgehogs. So we have the gun helicopter there. There's the gun crew when Shadow is released, and he goes crazy taking them down. There is Shadow and Maria right there. Now, whether this is the scene, or this is just, a scene of Shadow going through an experiment and Maria's there to calm him down or whatever, be like, I'm here for you, buddy. Who knows? But there's Maria. We have confirmation Maria's there. And at this point in the trailer, they're pretty much telling Sonic that while you have had, a family and all that, Shadow's life hasn't been that perfect. And we have this scene here, which to me, could this be after the arc where Shadow's been ejected and Gun has found him? Because that's probably Gerald right there with Shadow, and maybe they're looking at Maria. So maybe Maria dies a different way and doesn't get gunned down. She dies in on their way out of the arc, maybe. So we now know why also this is called Sonic X Shadow Mission Tokyo in Japan, because that's the Japanese name. Obviously, Team Sonic take the helicopter and they go to hunt down Shadow, and he's in Tokyo. So that's why. So this is going to take place in Tokyo. That's completely fine. Also, Sonic says in this that he's like, we're hunting down a wild alien. Where could he be? So he's called Shadow an alien. So does this mean he wouldn't call Shadow an alien if he didn't know more about Shadow's backstory? So are we going to get the Black Arms and Black Doom at least mentioned and involved? Not involved in a physical sense, but more just a mention of them to be used later on down the line. So there's the big explosion. They're like, all right, let's go do it. They jump out the helicopter. And here we get to see Shadow for the first time. We get to hear Keanu Reeves' voice of him. Keanu Reeves' voice for Shadow is quite good. He's actually putting on a menacing voice for it, a deep menacing voice for it. He used chaos control there, takes down Knuckles super easily. Chrome, you need to go away. He takes down Tails. Then I love how he uses, by the way, the rocket shoes to launch up in the air, and then uses it to launch back down on Sonic. That is awesome. Now, someone did point out, is this the arc? Is the arc going to be different from the actual movie? From the actual game where the arc was already up in the space. And instead, the arc has been hidden underground this whole time, and then it launches up into the air. That could be. I could see that being the new arc. Oh my god. Look at that Easter egg. He does the exact same kick from the Shadow the Hedgehog opening cinematic. So we have a big black hole here. Don't know what that's gonna be. We have a big giant crab robot as we need... Sonic's like, we need you-know-who. And as we can see, a bunch of junk food everywhere. So my man has been eaten. He's been so depressed after his loss against Sonic that he's been eaten. And we get Fat Eggman. We get him, boys. Eggman is finally fat. So Sonic and Eggman are going to team up, looks like, to take down Shadow. Which is very different from, of course, the original plot of Sonic Adventure 2. But I don't think we should go into this movie thinking it is Sonic Adventure 2, the movie. I think it's just going to be taking aspects from Sonic Adventure 2. Because Sonic and Eggman are going to be teaming up to take down Shadow. Now, I, of course, obviously believe Eggman will eventually turn against them all, and then they will have to team up against Eggman, against the Arc. Like, maybe Eggman will eventually do the thing where he launches the Arc into the sky to use the Eclipse Cannon, and that's when Sonic and Shadow team up. We get the Live and Learn spot. Please, dear God, give me the Live and Learn spot. And we get that end. Now, Eggman doesn't look like he's got the suit that we know and love, you know, because he comes out with Sonic, like, there, and he looks like he's still got, like, the movie Eggman suit, so that's a shame. I want the red coat. That'd be awesome. And there's Shadow with the motorcycle, chasing down Sonic. That's awesome. Now there. That little scene with Tails, that is very clearly the Arc. So, there's the Arc. Whether this is in space or not, I don't know. Oh, and right here we got a little Easter egg. There's the Chow! The Chow Garden is what it's called. So the Chow art here, but it's like a Japanese cafe type thing called the Chow Garden. Which, that's a fun Easter egg. I'm fine with that. There's Sonic and Shadow again. Look at Shadow! He jumps off the motorcycle to go after Sonic. Oh, this is great. Boom. And then, of course, they have the Live and Learn motif playing throughout the entire second half here. And then this big scene. Gerald Robotnik is here. He's played by Jim Carrey, which is the perfect choice, by the way, for Jim Carrey to play both. But he's alive. That's an interesting choice. So how is this going to work with Gerald being alive? Because Gerald is obviously very much dead by the time Sonic Adventure 2 rolls around, but he's alive here. So I don't know how they're going to explain that. Of course, Eggman knows who he is. Obviously, he would. Because Gerald's the whole reason he becomes Dr. Eggman, you know? The nice reunion with the two. I am so hyped for this, you know, like the Sonic Adventure 2 stuff makes me super happy to see all the Easter eggs. But the different aspect of the way they're going about it, right? Like, it's going to be mainly Sonic and Eggman teaming up to take down Shadow, you know, because Shadow's loose. And of course, obviously, as the movie goes along, we're probably going to get more Shadow's backstory, make it more of a sympathetic figure. And Sonic's probably going to be like, okay, maybe he's not the bad guy that Gun has made him out to be. Because I'm assuming Gun's going to just tell Sonic, yeah, Shadow ain't that good. Go get him, you know? And eventually Sonic will come to realize the pain and suffering Shadow has endured. And then, you know, we'll get the resolution where the two of them maybe talk things out peacefully in a way, right? Like, they come to an agreement. And then that's when Eggman's like, surprise, buddy, Eclipse Cannon, I'm going to destroy the world. So, there's that. And then we get probably the Live and Learn spot. Please, dear God, give me the Live and Learn spot. You cannot tease me like this and not give me the Live and Learn spot. But I loved this trailer. Thank God we finally got the trailer. I'm not going to say the wait was worth it because it was an unbelievable wait. They waited far too long to drop this trailer. But it was a really good trailer. Now, a big thing we need to talk about is the rating for this movie has not been revealed yet. If this movie is rated PG-13 and up, we're getting Maria's death. You know, Like I said again, I don't know if Maria is gonna die the same way she did in the game. You know, like gunned down by gun. But I believe she'll still die because that's super important to Shadow's character. But that's all I'm going to talk about right now for the Sonic Movie 3 trailer. There's so much hype now for this, and I'm so excited. So let me know what you guys thought of the Sonic Movie 3 trailer in the comments down below. How hype are you for this movie that's coming in December? I'm watching this like opening freaking day. I'm so excited. Like, there's so much here that gets me so excited. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.